Hey everybody, it's Pastor Gene. We are glad that you are here joining us on this video. I wanted to walk you through a little bit of what we're going to be doing on Sunday morning. You should have received an email, and you will be receiving in the mail a hard copy of our plan for reopening this Sunday, June 14th. We're excited to invite everyone back into the building, but we want to be able to go over some of the guidelines for each of the services. And so right now I'm standing here outside the FLC and want to talk to you about the 9 o'clock service. If you're planning on coming, this is the entrance here closest to the playground. This will be the one entrance and exit for us to come in and out of on Sunday morning for the 9 o'clock service. There are no steps here, so if you have some physical disabilities, you are able to come in here, no problem. We are going to have people sit in family units. That family unit can look like grandparent, kids, and grandkids, or it could be a single person. It could be either one, but we're going to invite you to sit in family units, and you're going to have 4 chairs in between you and the next family unit. That'll be 6 feet of distance. And so we'll have the rows set out like normal. We'll invite you to sit with your family unit starting from the front to the back so that we can continue to keep as much social distance as possible. And once those 4 chairs are skipped in between family units, we'll move those to the back so that people will be able to use those, and we'll sit people back 6 feet apart, rows as far back as we can go. We're going to encourage you, please don't sit on the bleachers or at the tables and the chairs because it's harder for us to be able to keep people socially distanced in those areas. But we do want to be able to offer this, so we'll be in here. Masks are going to be required for both services. This is the best way for us to care for one another, to take care of one another, to think of the least of these. We may have people who come who need us to wear masks. And so in order to do that for at least the first 3 weeks, we're all going to be required to wear masks. To social distance, we'll have hand sanitizers. Bulletins will already be in seats for people, so you can share bulletins amongst your family. We'll have a couple in each area so that you'll be able to have those. So we'll still be able to do all the normal things. It'll just look a little bit different. We'll have ushers and staff here to greet you, to welcome you, and to hopefully you will be with us and enjoy us. If you cannot make it or do not feel comfortable making it, we still encourage you to always join us online. We're going to live stream both the 9 o'clock and the 11 o'clock service. So we hope that you'll be able to join us in some way for the 9 o'clock service or the 11 o'clock service on Sunday morning. And now we're going to go over to the sanctuary here, and I'll join you over there and talk about how things will look in the sanctuary. Hey everybody, with you now here in the narthex of the sanctuary. This is where everyone will be able to enter for the 11 o'clock service. Again, we're going to have 1 entrance, 1 exit. So the main front doors in the front of the church will be the ones that will be open. Doors will be held open like this so that nobody has to keep opening and closing doors. There will be both at the 9 a.m. and the 11 o'clock service. We will have offering plates out for you to be able to give offering before and after. We'll have hand sanitizing stations at both. We will not have congregational singing at either one, just as part of our continuing to be as safe and cautious as we can as we begin to reopen. And again, this is for 3 weeks, and so as we progress, we'll continue to look at how things are progressing in our state, what the recommendations are from South Carolina DHEC, from CDC, take into account all of the information we gathered from you for your responses on our survey. And I cannot thank everyone enough who responded to that survey. It has been very, very helpful for us. So as you come into the sanctuary, what you will see, and you won't see it here yet, but every other pew will be marked off. So we are only going to be able to sit in every other pew. And what we're going to do is we're going to start, you'll be escorted kind of to a seat. We won't get to kind of pick our seats like we're used to. So I want you to go ahead and know that and understand that as you're coming in. But we're going to start at the very front, and we're going to start filling in from the far side to the near side, closest to the center aisle, on both sides, and then we'll go back and keep coming back. And what we're going to do is we're going to put 1 family unit on the outside towards the windows and 1 family unit on the inside toward the pews per pew that we're able to. So that'll give us 36 family units in the downstairs of the sanctuary. And then if needed, we'll have some seating up in the balcony. If for some reason either of the two services are filled to capacity, we will also have the social hall available. We'll have the live stream on the big TV in the social hall. So that will be available as well. We're hoping that we don't need that. If we see that there is a need, then it may be that we add another service as the time progresses, as we continue to need to social distance. And so we're asking you to be patient with us, especially this first week. As I've told the staff, as I've told everybody in the planning, something's not going to go right, and we just want you to be patient with us. We're learning, just as you are learning, what this is going to look like for all of us together. But the one thing that I hold on to, the one thing that I keep going to, it's a couple things. First is God is in control of all of this. It's not you, it's not me. God is still in the midst of everything that is going on. And so God will be here when we worship together, even if we're social distance, even if we have masks on, even if we don't get to sit in the normal seat that we sit in, God is still going to be here and show up. If you're going to worship with us online, God is still going to be with you and show up where you are. And we are all a family together, whether we're here in person or online or however, we are still a family. It has been so good and so amazing to see some of you sitting in your cars the last couple weeks. It has been a joy just to see faces again in person. And so I'm excited to join all of you this coming Sunday, the 14th, as we come back into our buildings, even with masks on. I promise you there will be a smile under my mask the entire time, just getting to see all of you, to be with you, and I'm excited to worship in person together again. So I want to invite you, if you are ready, if your family is ready, to come. If you're not ready, stay home. It's okay. We're live streaming both services. But if you're feeling good, if you haven't been around anybody who's sick, and you think it's the right time for you and your family, we would love for you to join us here in the sanctuary or in the FLC at 9 or 11 on Sunday the 14th. I look forward to seeing you however it is you're going to worship with us. And I'm excited for as we continue to move ahead as this family we call Memorial. Blessings to you, and I will see you soon. I love you all.